Thumbnails and titles for your YouTube videos are super important. That's what people get to see when they decide if they want to click on your video to watch it. In this video, I want to show you what I do with my thumbnails that make them pop so there'll be a better chance for people to click on them. The first thing I do is I open up Canva. Canva is the program that I love. It's super easy and there's a free version you can start with. The first thing I'm going to do is grab a screenshot that I took of my video that I want to make a thumbnail for. I am just going to click and drag that down here, right onto the canvas. Now I could have clicked on upload over here. If you click on that, you can see all the uploads, but just dragging it onto the canvas is all you need to do. So I'm going to click this and drag it so that I completely cover the canvas like this. Let me just make this a little bit smaller like that, because what I want to do is I want to create a copy of this so we can see the difference in what I'm about to do to this thumbnail. So click on this icon here, duplicate page. And so we have two versions of it. Okay, so we'll just forget about the bottom one for now and we'll work on this one. The next thing we want to do is create a copy of this. So I'm going to go Control C and Control V. That's copy and paste. So now we have a second copy of this. Okay, and what I want to do with this second copy highlighted, I'm going to click on this BG remover, background remover. Okay, let's click on that. Canva will do its work, and what it's doing is it's analyzing the photo using AI and removing the background. So it's all finished. You can't tell that the background is removed because there's another copy underneath. We can just simply click this and move it around and we can tell that the background is removed. Okay, so let's put this back here. Now, what I want to do, one of the first things that I do is I want to brighten my face. Okay, so the way to do that, to brighten my face, but not the background, is you work on just this copy here, not this background copy. So with this foreground copy highlighted, I'm going to click on this edit button here. Okay, and then I want to click on this. So there's all kinds of effects that I could do with this, but I'm interested in this one here, adjust. Click on that. Scroll down until you see this brightness here, and you can click on that and drag it up and just see what it does. It's just applying the effect to my face, okay? So it's important not to go overboard with this effect. So I usually just bump it up a little bit, okay, like that. That looks good to me, okay? So that's one thing you can do. You can also play with other things like contrast, highlights, and you can see what each of them do, okay? I typically don't do too much with anything else except let's scroll down to the bottom here under where we see color, and we can edit certain colors. So this is something else you can do to help make your thumbnail pop is select whatever color you want to work with. Let's select this blue here. Let's just say I want to make the blues in this more vibrant. Okay, now remember, we only have the top copy selected. So whatever we apply here is only going to apply to myself, this one here, not the one underneath. Okay, so if I select the blue, okay, it's going to affect my hat here. All right, so let's click on that. Let's come over here and go to saturation, and we can bump that up or lower it. See what happens when we lower it? We lose the color blue. Okay, and where else is there blue in this? There's a little bit here. Okay, maybe my eyes a little bit. Just kind of slide that back and forth until you like what the color looks like. And I think it's fine right there. All right. Now we can also look at the other colors. Let's select this brown and just see what this does. Slide it back and forth. Okay, that's affecting my face more than anything. So I think that's too saturated. No, I think I like it right where it was, right in the middle at 0. So there we go. That helps with that image. Now, what if we want to apply some effects to the background? Let's click on this position icon right here, and then click on layers. So now you want to select the background. Okay. So with the background selected, because if you just click here, it's going to select the foreground picture because that's the one that's on top, all right? The only way to select what's underneath it is, well, you could either move this out of the way and select it like this, okay? But I think a better way that works for me is just to simply open this Layers tab and click on the one underneath like that, all right? So with it selected, we're gonna go back up and click on Edit, click on the Adjust icon again, and now whatever we adjust here will only affect the background. So for example, let's play with the temperature, See that? We can move the temperature around to get, if we want it a little colder, we can do that. Actually, that actually looks kind of good. The brightness, I don't think I want to mess around with the brightness at all. I kind of like that because, again, I want myself in the foreground to be the thing that pops, and the text that I'm going to add in a second. Okay, so now let's scroll down to our color edits, and let's click on this blue. Let's just see what it looks like to make these blue colors a little bluer. All right, and then we do that with the saturation. Okay, we can do that, or there, that kind of takes the blue out of the color. And just kind of play with that until it looks the way you want it. It looks good to you. I think that looks fine just like that. Okay, so now let me just make this smaller here, and you can see the difference. You can already see the difference in the two images. There's a little more blue in the background than there is here. And of course, my hat's a little bluer, my face is a little brighter. That's really going to help make this thumbnail pop. Now let's move on to the text. Okay, so again, let's enlarge this. We're only going to work with this one. Let's go ahead and click on text, and we'll add some text like this. It doesn't matter which one you add, but let's put it up here, make it bigger, and then let's just type in some text. So live longer. Okay, that's put that text here. Now, I don't love black text. I really like white. I think it looks a little more professional and it stands out better, easier to read. So what I'm going to do is, with all of the text selected, I'm going to click up here and click on white. Let's change the font to something that looks a little bit better. Okay, I like that. And let's just make sure we can, I want it all on one line. So let's do that. Now, it's still not that easy to see. Okay, like it depends, like just play around with wherever you want to put it. But what I like to do, I mean, one thing we can do, we can select all of the text and click on bold here to make it a little bolder. I don't necessarily like that, so I'm going to go Control Z to reverse that. But what I want to do that does help it pop a little bit is I want to click on, with this text selected, click on Effects, and then up here I want to click on Shadow. Okay, that added a drop shadow. Now the next thing I do to it, so the reason I'm doing this is because this is also going to form a template for all my future thumbnails. Sometimes my thumbnails, I'm going to want to put text on a light background and sometimes on a dark background. And I want my text, I want to be able to copy and paste my text and use it no matter what the background is. Okay, so the way I do that is I use white text with a dark drop shadow. All right, so again, with the text selected, let's go up to Effects. We've got the shadow selected here. I want to change the color because it's kind of a white drop shadow right now. So let's click on this color wheel. I'll change that to black. There we go. So now it's black. And then, but it looks like a little bit see-through, and that's because there's some transparency. I typically boost this all the way up to the top, 100% transparency or opacity. That's full-on black drop shadow. And then I play with the offset until I get, so if the offset is set to 0, you can't see it. It's behind the white text. So I just start bringing that up a little bit, and that will make it easier to see on a light background, okay? Because sometimes the white tends to get lost if you put it on a light background like this. So for example, let me just copy this, and I'll come down here and paste it here. And on this one, let's go back and remove the drop shadow, and then you can see the difference. Okay? Notice how much easier it is to see it up here than it is down here. All right? So that's it. Let's just put this where we want it. And if I want to, let's say I want the text to be larger than that, I might want to actually put it on 2 different lines like this. Let's see. That's spaced too far apart, so I'll click on the spacing here, line spacing. I'll drop that down like that. Let's also align it to the left like that. Okay, so there we go. And now I can make it larger like this. I hope you found this helpful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in another video.